Hello Bard haters, and welcome to another fine We Hate Bards Let's Play. I'm Ben, and this is more Tyranny. So since the last time I've recorded a part of this, I've made a few discoveries. One of the big ones that kind of surprised me was I had forgotten which button you have to hold down to reveal everything on the map. For the record, Tab does that. But while I was testing all the other buttons, if you press M, and hold it, you can see the map. Like all of it, and all like the areas of interest, everywhere you have to go. It just zooms in so you can get a better idea. So rather than having to try and look around manually, I can just see everything. So that's going to be really, really useful, I feel. Also discovered that Alt, if you press the left Alt button, right Alt might do it too. Yep. The Alt buttons, if you press them, they will put you into stealth mode, which I feel could be useful for launching sneak attacks, despite the fact that KD Smashlot's stealth is not great. The final thing I discovered was in reference to something last time, where I was making note of how frequently my people were getting injured, and I'm like, man, this is really weird. I don't understand how it keeps, why it keeps happening and how to prevent it. The one thing I have managed to figure out when I go in here and look at, say for example, someone who is injured, you may notice that all of her skills are in red, and some of them are now 0 or else very low. It turns out that what happens is that when you are wounded, you gain a -5 to all skills for every point you loot, or for every wound you have, and a -10% to max health for every wound you have. So once you get wounded once, it's just it all runs downhill. And really thinking about it, it doesn't even make sense, because it means if you get wounded once, even if you did everything right and just you took a little extra damage, if it randomly gives you a wound for that, then you're basically fucked until you get that wound healed, because otherwise you're just going to keep accumulating them. I still haven't really found an effective way of getting rid of wounds. I haven't found any items or been able to think of any items, because I looked through all of my inventory. None of the items I have seem to restore wounds, so basically I now have to go back to one of the camps and try to buy some stuff or see if I can purchase any items or do anything else to get these wounds removed. Because otherwise, these two are going to eventually get wounded to death, and it'll just be me and Barrack. Incidentally, me and Barrack are fine. We are both at full health. We're both like, hey, I don't know what you guys' problem is. Maybe you just suck too bad. But anyway, to get on with my plan for the day, I came back to this door. I don't know if you remember me in this last part. I don't even know if I left it in of me trying to open this door. But there's a door here that I couldn't open, and I tried to, and it just said the door's locked, can't get through. But if we examine this right here, there it says these crates have small serious notches at the top of the corner, scuffs on the ground, indicate they were dragged from the nearby home. The notches on the left-hand corner were a sign of disfavored steel, so we found a bunch of those crates here, or remnants of them, with all the stuff removed. And it looks like they were dragged from the house. And if I go here now, it says we can break the lock with a 34 athletics. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break the lock, we're going to go in here, we're going to see who dares to steal from the Emperor. Forge-bound iron ingots. And as we take them, it looks like someone's going to come in. Hey, wait a minute, this is the guy from earlier. No, I off-screened this. As I was kind of getting everything set up and prepared, I talked to this guy, and he was bitching about how he didn't want to leave, and they'd leave over his dead body. And I told him that if he stayed, the Scarlet Chorus would be occupying the entire city, and he seemed a little bit less intent to stay after that. But now it appears that there is forge-bound iron in his barrels, and he's got a bit of explaining to do. You know what? I was bitching last part about not being able to kill villagers, and this is also kind of an evil game, so let's see if I can kill him, what that'll do for me. And he dies. Lesser Sigil of Strength. There we go. New spell exit, Sigil of Strength 1. Wait. When did I get lore 35? Oh, was it because I leveled lore up? Because, okay. Right, I forgot your skills level up as you use them. So apparently learning that other sigil gave me lore 35, which means I can now learn the lesser sigil of Reaching Grasp. Do I still not know any core sigils? Yeah, I think it's because I started off the game without any magic. So as it happens, I don't actually have the fire core sigil. So I'm going to have to go and find at least one of those, either fire. I kind of like lightning. And at this point I should say I'm actually doing another playthrough that kind of like what I was doing with Dark Souls, to explore the game a bit more and actually get a chance to experience things that I'm not going to get a chance to in this run because I'm just trying to speed through as quick as I can. But I started another character who's just a straight up mage. And it doesn't necessarily make play that much better. In fact, if anything, I'm finding that that character is dying a lot quicker than this one is. Funny, I don't remember there being this many dead Disfavored when I left last time. So now that I've done that little bit, you've probably noticed there are several other areas I could go to. We do need to go back to the Disfavored camp for one thing. And that one thing is we need to see if I can buy any items or do anything to remove the wounds. Ooh, what's going on up here? Okay, apparently one of the Scarlet Chorus did something to piss off the Disfavored. Surprise, surprise. Alright, what's wrong? I'll solve all your problems. I'm kind of expected to as the protagonist. Forward, top standard guard. Clobbered another gang was in the area, no idea. Oathbreakers are high at the victory, stood their ground. Long story short, fight got out of hand as we helped ourselves with their gear. That's when I found this little piece of wood. Thought I'd do the proper thing and offered to sell it back to his favor, so I made the heck over. Rather than claiming a finder's fee, I got a cost. If I'm allowed to sell this, I tied it to the court like a proper ally. Bled and Mark. Who's Bled and Mark? Kairos' knife in the shadow. Unseen drop of poison. Reports to tune on the adjudicator. Few know the origin of the Archon of Shadows, or... Oh, he's an Archon! Ooh. He's an Archon. He's an assassin Archon. That's even more terrifying. Keep testing me. He uses a mobile latrine. We actually had in boot camp a guy who did that. Like, when I was in boot camp, there was a guy, and he ended up going Section 8. I think it's Section 8. Yeah, Section 8. Because he did a lot of stupid things, but one of the weird things he did, or weird things, just downright stupid things, was we all got issued, like, Kevlar and helmets and, like, field gear when we were up in Pendleton for Phase 2. And he managed to get a hold of his senior drill instructor's Kevlar helmet and took a shit in it. And that was not a fun day for him, from what I understand. Alright, now that we've got the chorus story, let's ask the Disfavored guy. Well, I mean, if he found it, and I'm generally more of a scavenger myself anyway, if he found it and it doesn't fit and he's trying to give it back to you, or rather, like, I mean, okay, maybe being a bit profiteering about it, but surely you could give him something. He did recover one of your iron bits for you. I mean, maybe giving him some sort of gratitude would be in order. Another little thing that I know happened in the military was when we were in Iraq, we found army shit all over the place. Because the army is way oversupplied in a lot of things, including, for some bizarre reason, tanks. And I have a friend who was an army tank driver, and apparently he was telling me, like, yeah, we've always got way more tanks than we could ever physically drive, to the point that they wrote more letters to... People all across the army wrote letters to Congress begging them not to put tanks in the budget that year because they already had more than they could ever use. And Congress said, that seems like a good point, but if we don't put tanks in the budget this year, people won't vote for us, so we're going to put more tanks in anyway. So yes, I mean, if anything, if this was like the real army, then they just say, oh, you found a helmet. Well, we got way more helmets than we could ever use anyway, so go ahead and keep it. It's trash to us anyway. For 1 copper, no more, no less, and we will call the matter settled. I mean, honestly, I've been doing the same thing, so I don't know what makes me fit to judge him. Like, I would probably demand a greater price, and because I have a really high... Well, I generally have a really high speech skill, I get it. You know what, I'm going to lose favor with the Disfavored, but honestly, I gotta say, really, I am on the side of the Scarlet Chorus in this case. He found some of your gear for you, he's giving it back, the least you could do is pay him for his services. This isn't about tradition, it's about him never mind. An iron ring for an iron helmet. Any takers? Otherwise, I can try my luck elsewhere. An iron ring seems like a lot. Yeah, I still haven't quite figured out how exactly the monetary system this works. It looks like iron rings are basically like gold pieces, and copper rings are basically copper pieces, and then the bronze rings would be silver pieces. I'm guessing it's roughly around that. So it's basically like your traditional D&D style monetary system, except with copper, bronze, and iron rather than copper, silver, gold. Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but never mind. So now that we've settled the disputes of 2 different armies who can't seem to stop bickering like children, we can try to figure out what exactly I need to do to heal my wounds. So this might take a little while. I will meet you back here when I've figured it out. Alright, so I figured out one way to get rid of wounds, and that's apparently if you level up, all of your wounds disappear upon level up and you gain full health again. So, and Lantry leveled up, and the reason he leveled up was because I apparently sold a lot of stuff to the Disfavored Smith, and I didn't buy anything, I just got a crap ton of rings. So now I'm going to level Lantry up again. And the point for Lantry is going to go into Wits, because it'll give him a little bit of extra points in his magical skills, and thus he'll be doing a little bit of extra damage. As for his skill, I just noticed a really interesting thing that he's got right here on the preservation side, which is Second Breath, which apparently operates as a resurrection spell. So that seems really useful, and I should probably get that earliest on to make best use of it. So I'm looking also at the reputation tree, because I just wanted to see how bad my Disfavored rep went down. And apparently, the more you get with like Favor and Wrath, you can actually get passive bonuses. So as you can see with Inventory and Guard, I have unlocked Champion's Valor because I'm at tier 4 with them. Which Champion Valor gives me a +4 to my precision. Or 4% I guess. Which seems like it's going to be really useful. And on the other side, if I get them up to tier 3 Wrath, I will automatically get, well, when I'm near any foes, they will automatically take a -2 to their accuracy. Which means if I get both of these at least tier 3, I'll be hitting more, they'll be missing more. Okay, I discovered something else. So I mentioned earlier I was trying to figure out how you're supposed to restore your wounds and get back into business in case like it gets too much for you, like it has kind of with a verse. And apparently the way you do that is you're supposed to sleep. Now, there is an area right here that I discovered that would let you sleep. But when I was going down and buying from the merchant down there, which incidentally, and I want to show this off, I finally got a core sigil, Frost. I have Sigil of Frost now, so that's kind of cool. I also discovered he was selling camping supplies, so I figured, I'll buy a bunch of those, why not? And I bought them, and now I have 8 camping supplies, and when I hovered over, it took me forever to figure out where the heck they were. But now that I hovered over them, it says, camping will remove all wounds. So apparently what you're supposed to do is you're just supposed to keep maximum amount of camping supplies on you at all times, and then if your guys just drop too low, you use the camping supplies and it all comes back up. So apparently just like in Oblivion or Skyrim, you can pay to train up certain skills if you have enough money. So I can train in thrown weapons, dodge, or athletics, up to 45. Ooh, Marcus can train me in two-handed weapons. That actually could be kind of useful. I'd be doing a lot more damage if I did that. So I don't even need to sleep here, because Verse healed all their wounds by leveling up. But there's supposed to be a way you can sleep there and, like, camp or do something. So I'll have to keep that in mind in case things get on top of me again. So I put the point into Finesse again, just because I really want to get her accuracy and deflection up as high as I can. Also, a lot of her really good skills, like parry and dodge, seem to depend on Finesse. Nothing too specialized or crazy. I'm just going to give her something called Nimble, which will give her a just straight bonus to dodge. And apparently if I want to sleep, all I have to do is just go here and click on the bed icon. Don't even need to talk to him, just need to sleep. So, perspective thus gained, I feel like I'm ready to go back out and face some more battles. I still don't feel like some of these are necessarily great additions to the game or necessary. Like the fact that you need to use camping supplies to restore wounds when it seems like wounds are really just more of an embuggerance than anything else. Anyway, I'm here at this place, this remote settlement, that's almost certainly going to be an ambush, and here it comes right now, I'm guessing. I've come to offer, I'm doing my best to try and save you all. Oh, you wish to hide in your home? Let's be a bit more threatening. Go home to your overlord. Well, that didn't work great.
I'm not here to make friends.
Okay. Where is your weapon set? The 2 range guys are gonna go out. Oh, wow. I took some damage from that. Hold on. And then as for you, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna use Sunder on you.
Come and face my iron!
Lantry, what are you doing? Well, seeing as we already made it up here, I might as well just have her switch back to her dual wield and attack this dude in melee. I think Bear's gonna miss. Which is fine, because I finished.
Spill your guts.
Okay, so that went a little bit better than the last time I tried to do something. Hey, the Scarlet Chorus showed up. Thanks for backing me up, guys. Glad you got here when you did. Gutting those Vendrious piss ants in my place. You realize piss ant is one word. It's not an ant made of piss. Should I insult him? I feel like I should. Okay, so that was a waste of my frickin' time. Apparently I just need to go back and talk to Death now, and he'll help me out. Right, so now to loot the town, silly, and we'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, so I found a couple of things from the town, most notably a new pair of boots for my protagonist. They're leather, so they should be worse than what I've got, and yet they're not. So I just equipped them, and fuck it, I guess we're just gonna settle with that for now. Well, already when I come here, it looks like there's a battle going on. A battle with a guy named Fake Limp. So what, does that mean he's a malingerer? FYI, so people aren't confused, malingering is the military term for someone who's being a pussy and faking an injury. So we'll tell Mr. Malingering piece of shit to leave the Oathbreakers to me. That reminds me, I'm going to play around with the new spell creation thing and see if I can't give What's-His-Nuts a better spell. So now Lantry has the ability to cast Rhyme Spike, which is apparently going to be an ice needle that has increased damage. I'm starting to sound like a Swede over here. Alright, enemy looks like they're just up ahead. Okay, that was not a sneak attack like I had intended it to be.
Tallies to the body count.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Alright, I need my guy... What do I need? I need Barrack to actually, not Iron Tolling, what is it? Clash of Iron. Barrack is going to need to tank here and get enemies on him. While he's doing that, I'm going to go down and I'm going to deal with this guy. This guy's a mage, and he seems like he can... Oh, no. I thought that was a spear, or staff. That's just a spear.
Damn thing couldn't
Not as
pierce
bad as I
cloth.
thought it was going to be. And now this person is basically going to die. Katie Smashlot annihilated Sun Soldier. I've been paying attention to the dialogue down in here to get a better idea of what's going on in combat, and it goes really quickly.
Yes.
But I'm starting to get a... Ow! Piss buckets. So now we wait for my health to regenerate because we're out of combat, and then we'll try this again. Okay,
Right.
take 2 on that. Oh,
Look at that.
Crap.
Future corpse.
You learned something?
Alright, how do I want to do this? Lantry, I'm going to have you use Rhyme Thing against this guy. Verse, I'm going to have you attack person as well. What ability did I just have you use? Skewer, okay. That's the melee one, that's the one I wanted to have you use. Barrack is going to, meanwhile... Barrack is going to antagonize again, because that seems to work really well when he does it.
Every day.
Did I miss my freaking thunder? God damn it, you smash a lot. You're not smashing a lot like you're supposed to. There we go. 39 points of damage. That's a hefty blow. How are the rest of these guys doing? Okay. Who is that? That's Verse. Verse appears to be in kind of a bad way, so why don't we have you... Oh wait, you're going after... Okay, never mind. That shouldn't be a problem. You, what kind of things do you have? You just keep attacking at me. Back to me. Alright.
Right.
Combat is over. Loot the bodies.
Curious.
Oh. Back up, back up. Oh, balls. Oh, well, that's healing back up. Let's go and level myself up. I have unspent talent points. I'm aware. Just give me a second. So anyway, I can have him... You know what? I almost might go with Finesse. Because Finesse won't actually increase the damage I do with two-handed weapons, but it'll increase my chance to hit. And that, to me, is a bit more important right now. So yep, I'm going to put a point in there. I'm going to get some armor deflection and some accuracy. That should work well. Two-handed mastery 2. Moderately increases weapon damage and allows basic attacks to strike multiple times. Can I actually take that? Yes, I can. So increase the amount of damage I'm doing, that's always useful. No one can say KD Smashlot is not specialized in smashing things. Pelox Florian. Overlord's peons have arrived, blades up. So we can convince him to come with us quietly by just saying the Scarlet Course want you and no one else. Or we can tell him that we've got his brother, which we did for a little bit. Because I do remember taking Tyrell Florian. Surrender and the rest of your crew may leave. She said a fate binder offered mercy at Echo Call, though we were slow to believe her. And nothing personal, I can't come back empty-handed. Yeah, that seems like the best one.
Will
Man,
do.
I'm rocking this. I'm amazing. I'm talking everybody into everything. Studded iron gorget for parrying. So if I wear this as my second accessory, I'll get a +10 to my parry ability, which I don't believe is that great. In fact, no, I think it might be the worst one in the party. Oh, tell me she's not wounded again. Why is her parry low? Right, so it marks yet another time that KD Smashlight has managed to get through things without needing violence. What the what? Oh, we're just meeting him here. I should have fucking known better. Yes, you really should have. They're gathered for another meeting. Well, they can demand all they want. They don't make demands of an adjudicator of Tunon. So now we just have to go and fight more people. Alright, so I have 12 seconds to tanky. And then Barrick, now that you're in the middle, it's time for you to tank those guys.
Take me if you can.
We'll all handle duty. You have a healing spell, I know you do. Oh, you used it already, you bastard. Restoring touch. Fine, never mind. I can get all of us.
My armor feels lighter.
Alright, so cleave. Can I get both of them? Damn it, I can never get two people at once with that spell. Ability. Ability spell.
Cloth.
Barrick just turned the guy into goo.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
Uh-oh. Lantry, have you restoring touch yet? Use it on her if you be so oh, balls, you can't. Oh, he was using it on her. Well done, Lantry. You preempted me for once.
I never had a chance.
And just like that, the reinforcements are dead. Each party member receives experience divided amongst... I didn't get a chance to read that. Anyway, Barrick leveled up. Hooray! I think I'm just going to give him a point finesse anyway, just to give him the armor deflection bonus. So I'm going with Sentinel and choosing Retribution, because it means when I use Clash of Iron, which I've been using a lot. Because Clash of Iron is basically it's aggroing the enemies. It means once he's aggroed them, he can double attack, which is a really useful thing for him to have. So it looks like we just have one more thing to do before we're ready to move on with the main game, and that is we have to go to the Northern Clearing and fight some bad guys there. So we show up, and immediately there are some dead Disfavored on a rock here. Dead Disfavored who incidentally can be looted.
Send them at me in waves.
Oh wow, there's a lot of bad guys. A lot of bad guys. Okay. So I'm going to go to the back and deal with this. Barrick, I'm going to need you to use your standard Clash of Iron because now you have a special extra ability on it. Verse, use... Oh, who's our toughest guy? That guy. And then you are going to use... Renewal on everyone in the circle.
From the record.
Holy wow! Heal yourself, heal yourself, heal yourself. I don't want you to die. And you're gonna die anyway. Great. Holy crap, I can get two people at once with Cleave. That might be the first time in the entire game. Yes, suck it.
Smash to pieces.
Now, you're gonna do that. I gotta say, Verse and Barrick are doing a great job holding off these three guys by themselves. I'm gonna down a healing potion just for safety here. Just like in Dark Souls, a quick drink for safety. How many
Damn thing could
healing
pierce
potions do I have
cloth.
left anyway? I think I might be down to 1. Why is this not working? Why is this not working? There we go. That'll work. Apparently it's gotta be centered on a person, which I don't understand.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Yes! I'm back in the fight. Don't worry, guys. I'll help you. Where are my abilities? Yes, Cleave. I'm actually hitting two people. Hold on. I'm actually hitting two people when I'm close enough. There we go. There we go. So that should be enough to freaking take down both of these dudes. There we go. One more down. Once I'm done, one more basic attack to kill this guy. And then I'm just going to thrust him. And that should do enough extra damage that he should die. And what is happening? Oh! The Earthshakers. Oh, what are they doing? Oh, yes, we were supposed to be saving them, weren't we? I forgot that that's why we came here. You have gained favor with the Disfavored. Good! So we can gain minor favor or gain minor wrath. Neither one has an alternate outcome, so we're just going to go with the one that gains us minor favor. Reputation ability unlocked. Can gain +1 resolve for 3 seconds and 3 meters. So having gone almost 2 straight days without sleep, we're now going to charge all the way back into the Disfavored camp. And we're actually going to sleep before we start the next part. If for no other reason than because we have a couple wounds and I'd like to get rid of them without wasting camping supplies. So it looks like it takes 8 hours worth of rest. But once we're done, we are ready to go out later on in the day and I'm guessing do the capstone of the Vendrian Well section. Because I do happen to know that there are multiple parts of this game. There's like, I think, 5 acts, and this is just Act 1, is dealing with Vendrian's Well. I don't know what happens in the remaining acts, but I have seen, just based on the achievements you can get, that there are 5 acts total.
How can we trust your rabble not to turn at this last moment? How many of
Really
your
can't.
conscripts have family bonds to the...
We will lead the vanguard of this battle.
Wait, Graven Ash, are you saying you don't want the Voices of Nerat to take point? No, seriously, have the Voices of Nerat take point. If they do, a lot of their people will die, and then you can come in and sweep up the remnants. You can solve 2 problems at one time.
The best the chorus could accomplish would be leaving a ramp-shaped pile of corpses propped up against the walls.
How is
for
that
my
anything
warriors
but a
to
good
use.
thing?
Their fortifications.
Hard to miss it being only the
Spires.
tallest
That
thing
has to
on
do
the
with one of
horizon
the
and
gameplay elements I haven't
such.
discovered yet.
Certainly on
Apparently
Earth
you can
mages
unlock
won't do anything
spires.
stupid
And,
like,
they're like
say,
bases or something?
breaking the
I
spire's
don't know, but I'm kind of excited to
foundation.
find out what that
What
does.
could
at the
possibly
very
go
least.
wrong?
We can either gain minor wrath with one of the 2 of these, or we can just say, let's go
Nothing
to
would
essential
please
bomb.
us more than to be done.
Fate Binder. You would deem this mission successful?
Well, we killed a bunch of enemies, and I took their leader alive. What the hell else did you want out of that? Alright, so it's talking about the missions I've done now, and whether or not they were a success or a failure. I would say most of these missions have been a success. We've killed a lot of the enemy combatants, and we've taken several of their leaders down. So, what exactly else did you want me to do? Why we gain Wrath of Graven Ash? Game time secure, there's a distressing discovery. Villagers have been stashing iron weaponry, no doubt stolen from Alliance. Commander Antio wished to burn the village. The chorus disagreed, and the Fatebinder backed their claim. Why are you angry at me about that? Yeah, they did steal weaponry from you guys, and we recovered it. She seems to have escaped. Oh, that's right, I let her leave, didn't I? Oh well. So I guess that wasn't the most successful mission. So we can lie and tell her we killed her. We didn't. She'll probably come up later. So, yeah, and the goal was securing the village, so I didn't
And
chase her.
Mark never taught you how to track a wounded criminal? You are right. Securing a foot...
Kairos'
What the
day
hell
of
else do
swords
you want from me,
approaches,
dude? This
and
is
our
your fight.
allies in the Disfavored.
I mean, we haven't quite done everything asked of us. Yeah, we did let Matani Sybil escape, but we captured the village as you guys wanted me to do. I freaking captured several of the enemy leaders like you guys wanted me to. I recovered a whole mess ton of disfavored iron ingots like you asked me to do. I mean, what exactly... What else did you want me to do? Did you want me to storm the keep by myself? Maybe break down the very foundations of their castle?
Our survival is at stake. Or...
You will do as we order. You are not to take orders.
Then the impasse is clear.
Oh,
We
great.
both
So now
wish
comes
for
the
the
time when
honor
I'm
of
going to
leading
have to
this
choose a
final
side.
assault on the
And
Vendrian
given the
Guard.
fact that I've made
Since
my guy a
Tunon is
super
not here
tanky
to
smash
select the
character
rightful bearer
and
of
kitted
this
him out in
honor,
purple and
we
black,
must turn to
I
the
think we can all
Archon's
establish
proxy.
which direction this is going. Together or not at all. So we can gain minor wrath from both of them and lose average favor. You know what? Like I said, I'm gonna go with the disfavored. I said this a while ago that I'm gonna try and edge more towards their side. I can't imagine the Voices of Nerat are gonna like this, or that Verse is gonna like this, so I might be about to lose my rogue companion. But hopefully we
You
can
want
keep it together at least for a little bit.
As I knew you would.
We did not work so hard to be denied a rightful glory in the end you will die. Dude, I'm trying to keep your guys alive. Oh, never mind.
Dare
Yeah, go ahead
harm
and fight
me and
someone.
our guest from the court?
And the Archons have killed each other, so now I guess we're
This
all...
means war.
Oh.
How did it come to this?
So let's thank Graven Ash, because we've already gained a lot of favor with him, but at the very least we
Just
can
old
give him some
soldier
more favor.
reflexes. and foe.
Okay, so apparently we're
Goes
now
without
going to have to
saying.
take the Citadel
The
with just
Disfavored need
one of
you
the two
now for this
armies,
glorious battle.
specifically
Please speak with the Iron
less
Marshal.
numerous of the
She
two
will
armies.
give you the specifics of our plan.
Although, bright side, at the very least we can count on the few numbers we do have not to desert or turn against us.
To her master
Uh-oh,
in
he
peace.
wants to kill Verse. You know what? She's with me. She's not Scarlet Chorus anymore. She is definitely
You would
with me.
harbor the Archon's henchmen in your company?
I guess we're just going to have to go with... Hopefully this
The
works.
voices of Narat knows better. Of that much I can... You are playing a dangerous game, Binder. Now leave me. When you are ready to join the assault, speak
You know
to
what?
the Iron
If
Marshal.
I've got Verse fairly loyal to me. I think she's at least loyalty 3. So honestly, I think she'd relish the chance to work with me rather than someone who doesn't really give a shit about her. So with that, it looks like it's time to go after Ascension Hall and take over Ascension Hall. I think we've got a pretty good chance of doing it, despite the fact that we have lost the voices of Narat. I kind of figured we would at some
Right.
point or another. Wait, the quest failed the way of the Horde. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we had a quest. Oh, we forgot to turn in! We forgot to turn in the quests! Oh, shit! Okay, tell you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna end this part here, but I'm gonna actually reload the save because I want to turn in these quests. So I'm gonna reload a save. I'm gonna go through that whole bit again. It's gonna go exactly the way that it did before, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the attack on Ascension Hall. I cannot believe I forgot to turn in those freaking quests. I am an idiot. But as it stands, we are ready to take on Ascension Hall. We will do that next time. So in the meantime, thanks as always for watching, guys. I was Ben, and this was Tyranny. See you next time, everyone.